What's up? Hey guys, Ivan here at ivanmana.com, and in this video I want to show you how to promote MaxBounty offers on Microsoft or Bing ads without a website. Now the emphasis here is on without a website, because unlike Google ads or Facebook ads, Microsoft ads makes it very easy to direct link products and promote without a website if done correctly. And so in this video, I'm going to show you everything from A to Z in how to correctly promote MaxBounty products without a website. Let's get started. There are a few things we have to do. So first of all, we have to choose our MaxBounty product. This can apply to any MaxBounty product, and we're just gonna pick something that's going to make sense and we're gonna start promoting it. Now, the next thing we have to do is set up tracking for two reasons. One is, like I said, there is the correct way to promote without a website and the incorrect way. So you have to set up tracking using a third-party tracking tool. I will show you the one I'm using and how to set it up. That way you will be able to set up your promotions via direct linking or without a website without any issues on Microsoft ads. The next thing we have to do is set up conversion tracking. So you can't go in blindly. If you don't set up sales tracking, then you will just simply be promoting and not knowing what converted and what didn't. So you have to set up sales tracking, and I will show you exactly how to do that with that same third-party tracking tool. After we do that, we will be ready to promote on Microsoft ads. We're gonna create our ads. We're gonna create thorough keywords with the right ad groups. We're gonna do everything, all you need to be able to promote your MaxBounty products. So that being said, let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is, of course, head over to MaxBounty and pick our product. So in the previous video, I showed you how to promote ClickBank products on Microsoft ads. So for this video, I'm gonna select a low payout CPA offer, anywhere from say $1 to $5, maybe $10. We're gonna select the product. If you want to know how to promote like an $80 to $100 product, you could just refer to my ClickBank video because it's pretty much the exact same thing, okay? But if there's any product or any network you want me to show you how to do, write down in the comments below, leave me a comment saying what network or what product, and I'll be happy to make a video on that. That being said, let's head over into search, and we have a wide variety of products. Now, some of the ones that I like to do are actually surveys. So I've done surveys a lot in the past, and so I think this is gonna be a good starting point for us to select a product and move on. So what we're gonna do here, let me show you how to quickly filter this here. So let's start at the top, traffic type. The main thing we care about is search, because we care about Microsoft ads and Google ads potentially. So we can deselect all these options here and we can just leave search, okay? Because that's the main thing we need. I'll talk about brand bidding later on, but this isn't as important. We can do Microsoft ads without brand bidding. So make sure you also select includes select the traffic source, okay? So that first option. By geography, we can stick to any country. Any country's fine, doesn't matter to me. Categories, we can also leave any category, and we can say approved to run. So we want to promote products that we're already ready to promote. We don't want to go in there and see, oh, we can't promote it. We have to be eligible first, okay? So these are our kind of filters. Now at the top here, we could also, let's just say survey and see what comes up. And now we're ready to click on apply search, and we're gonna come across a bunch of different surveys. What we could do is they're all kind of all over the place in terms of CPA rate payout. So this is how much you're gonna get paid per lead. So if someone signs up, just enters their email, they don't have to buy anything. If they just enter their email, you will get paid, in this case, $2.40 American cents. So what we can do here is let's filter, you know, from top to bottom or bottom to top, and we can just go through here and see what we have. So we have a bunch of all these different offers. So, I mean, let's just look through it. I don't really like sweepstakes, just personal preference. They're basically like a lottery. You have a chance to win X amount. I don't like it, but if you want me to make any offer, write it down in the comments. Now, these offers look pretty cool. So look, these pay $10 per lead, looks like, for a survey. So I'm gonna control, or I'll just open in a new tab here, and let's just take a look and see what this is. So the first thing you guys want to do, okay, the first thing you want to do is go over here and make sure that it says search, okay, that it is allowed. I know that we filtered out by search, but just make sure that search is eligible. Because if you promote, if it says search isn't allowed and you promote on Google, Yahoo, or Bing and you make sales, all those sales will be reverted back and it's not going to look good on you on the MaxBounty side of things. They're going to look at you as a cheater. Okay, so you don't want that. So just double check that if you're promoting on Bing, you are allowed to do that. The next thing you want to do is look at the description. So over here, it's saying earn cash taking surveys, sign up, okay, blah, blah, blah. What you want to do is you want to see how do you get paid and are there any other special rules, okay? So over here, converts when a user earns $9 total. So look at that. Turns out we don't get paid when a user signs up. Turns out we get paid when a user actually completes, it looks like $4 worth of surveys. So the user gets $5 upon signing up, which gets added to your list or to your total, but they need to make $4 worth of surveys. They need to fill them out, okay? So that's up to you if you want to promote something like this. It's totally cool, you know, payout is a lot, but you will need to find way more engaged customers who will not only sign up, but they will actually go in there and complete the surveys, okay? So that's up to you. For the purpose of this video, again, we're trying to step away from the ClickBank types of products where you have to buy, where the users do have to be engaged. So let's see if we can find something where users don't have to actually complete surveys, where they just have to sign up. Okay, so let's look through something like that. So you will see a few times here it's going to say DOI, 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 and sometimes it's going to say SOI, okay? So what that means is DOI stands for double opt-in and SOI stands for single opt-in. So that means DOI, that a user will have to sign up, enter their email, their name, or whatever else is required, and then they have to confirm their subscription, and then you get paid. So for this offer here, for instance, let's open it up and just take a look and see if maybe this is a good one. So offer converts on DOI means double opt-in. So user has to sign up to this page. Let's see if we can preview this page. User has to sign up to this page and doesn't look like it's showing up for us. That's fine. Anyway, the page looks something like this, okay? So they have to sign up to this page and then they have to confirm their subscription. So again, up to you, your call if you want to do it. They will pay you $3 American per lead, which is pretty cool. But let's see if we can find something where the user doesn't have to double opt in, right? Where they just have to sign in once and we get paid. Okay, so let's keep looking. Let's keep going. SOI. Okay, so here's single opt-in, but it's sweepstakes. Here's double opt-in again. Inbox bounds, UK, Canada. So I'm gonna try to pick something in the United States just because it has the widest, you know, more people than really any other country, and in my experience, some of the highest quality traffic. So I'm gonna try to find something in US like survey voices. Let's maybe take a look at this one. Take surveys, get paid. So I'm using a VPN so I can access these US offers, okay, so I can actually see them. I believe some of them don't even let you, yeah. So like this one doesn't let me even see the link, doesn't even let me see the page, so it's kind of hard to promote if you can't even see the page. We can kind of, you know, get a rough idea, but we do need that URL, okay? So this one maybe we can skip as well. Let's go to the next page. We're just about done here. We're coming to the bottom of the list, so this is going to be mostly single opt-in here, okay? So let's look at survey taken, for instance, single opt-in. Let's look at this offer. Okay, so this looks pretty cool. You can take a look at this preview. Okay, this one says campaign doesn't exist. Let's look at the other one. Okay, so I really actually, this looks pretty cool. I really like this page for several reasons. One is it doesn't look like a broken page. Like some of the survey pages, because I've done a lot of them, they look like they were made by like a 10-year-old designer or something. This one looks more professional. Everything is even out. You know, it has a nice design look to it. The second thing I really like about this is that it tells people exactly what they're gonna get and how to do it. So make $40 per hour taking online surveys from home. And then it tells them exactly what they have to do. And then if you click on surveys taken, you're going to be taken to that page, okay? So I actually really like this offer. So why don't we promote this one? Okay, and then it has the cold pop-up. That's cool. Okay, so I like this. So this is our offer, okay? So we've selected our offer. That was step one. Step two, we have to set up tracking for this offer. We have to set up a tracking link so we can actually just promote in the first place. And second of all, we have to create sales tracking because we have to be able to see what keywords, what ad groups, what ads converted, okay? So let's do that. Could maybe close out of this page. So the third-party tracking tool I was talking about, the one that I use is called ClickMagick. I've been using this for 4 years. I've done a lot with it. You know, you can see my ClickMagick playlist. I have over 60 videos. I have an overview video. If you have ClickMagick, great, follow along with me. You might or might not know how to do this already through my other videos. If you don't have ClickMagick, they do offer a 14-day free trial. If you use my affiliate link, though, I will earn a commission, but it's no extra cost to you. You get a 30-day free trial. So that's an extra 16 days of a free trial if you use my link. So check that out. I invite you, if you haven't signed up yet, at go.ivanmana.com/click-magic, okay? So check that link out, and you will be taken, you know, once you sign up, you're going to be taken to a page that looks something like this. Once you're here, once you sign up, head over to links. And the first thing we're going to do is create a tracking link. A tracking link is a link that's going to take people from, you know, our link, which we create, to our offer while giving us credit. Okay, so we have to do this to promote on Microsoft Ads so we can get credit for our sales. So I already have some offers here. As you can see, we've created from our courses, from our other videos. Disregard these. You're going to start with a blank slate, but just click on create new link at the top, and we're going to fill in all these blanks, okay? So the first thing it's asking for is the link group. You might not have any link groups. I have a bunch here that I created. If you don't have any link groups, just head over to Tools, click on Group Manager, and set up the groups. These are only for your reference. They are only done to keep you organized, because I have here a bunch of groups with a bunch of different links that I've created over the years to show you guys how to set things up. So it's just easier to keep things organized, okay? But you don't need one, but that is how you make one if you want to. Tools, Group Manager. The next thing we're gonna do is enter the link name. This is only for your reference. Nobody will see the link name except people in this account, okay? Nobody will see it, so you can make it whatever you want to. This is a totally valid name. However, you will probably want to make it relevant to the offer you're promoting. In our case, it's Survey Taken US. I think that's a fair name. So let's call it Survey Taken -US, just to make sure that this is one word. Yeah, it's one word. Okay, good. Tracking link, you can select the drop down here. You might not have any options here. So as you can see here, I have some options, woodworking-mastery.com, for example. These are custom tracking domains that you can set up with ClickMagick. I have a video showing you how to set that up, but for Microsoft Ads, you do not need it. So if you're promoting on Google Ads, if you're promoting on Facebook Ads, you will need a custom tracking domain at some point. For Microsoft Ads, you do not need one, okay? But if you want one, check the video out. But you can simply stay with your default one, clkmg.com, okay? Now, the next thing we're gonna do is enter a link slug. So the link slug is the word or letters and or numbers that show up after your link. So this is gonna be our tracking link. clkmg.com, www.clkmg.com/Ivan/words or letters, or okay, words and letters, whatever you want it to be. So generally people do see this wherever you promote your link, because you're going to give your link to people. You're going to say, hey, my friend, click on this link, right? clkmg.com/Ivan/blah, blah, blah. For Microsoft Ads, nobody will see this link. Okay, for Microsoft Ads, again, it doesn't matter, so you can make it whatever you want to. This is a perfectly valid link. But just to keep things consistent, let's go ahead and let's name this Survey Taken, okay, just to make it nice and clean. Last but not least, we have to enter our primary URL. So this is where we'll be taking people to. So let's create our URL here. So this is our offer. Let's click on Build Tracking Link. Let's click on Search, because we'll be promoting from Search. And let's click on Search again. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what you pick. So you can pick raw, you can click, search, you can click text link. None of that matters. You can click select and it's going to give you the link. This is more so for MaxBounty tracking and for them to determine where their traffic is coming from. But we can help them out and we can select search here. But what I'm saying is ultimately it doesn't matter too much which one you pick. It's all the same link that takes you to the exact same page, okay? So now that we've done that, here is our affiliate link. Let's copy it. Let's go back into ClickMagick. and we're gonna paste it here, okay? And we're gonna click create link, and that's it, guys. We're done with our tracking link. We're pretty much good to promote on Microsoft ads. We're ready to promote. The only thing is we will not be able to see sales. And I would say that that's optional, but it's such a huge factor that later on, when you start optimizing your campaigns and trying to determine what works and what doesn't, you will have no idea. You can spend $1,000, $2,000, or let's say, you know, $50, $100, and you will have no idea what converted, what didn't. It's possible that one ad or one keyword brought in $100 worth of sales, and all your other keywords and ads brought in zero. You will not know that unless you set up tracking, okay? And so that's what we're gonna do here. So let's set up sales tracking. We're gonna use something called a postback URL. I cover in detail exactly what it is. If you're one of those people that wanna know everything, you know, to the T like me, check that video out. I explain it in thorough detail, but that's what we'll be doing here. So this is a two-step process. So we have to go into the MaxBounty side and add a URL there. And in ClickMagick, we have to add something to the end of our link before we're ready to promote. So let's do step one. What we're gonna do first is head over into Tools, click on Postback URLs, and click on Postback URL List here. We're gonna scroll down and look for MaxBounty, or you could just Control F MaxBounty, but it's right here, didn't take a lot of scrolling. So we need to take this URL and paste it in MaxBounty so MaxBounty and ClickMagick can communicate, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and copy this link. Let's go back to our offer. Now, you can paste the postback URL right here, okay? And then you can select URL, or server-to-server URL. So what this here will do is this will set up postback tracking for only this offer, okay? So you can do that, that's an option. You can add this postback URL for only this offer, and then if you decide to promote another offer, you have to do the same thing over again, okay? So what I suggest you do instead is that you go into your account settings, your total account settings, and you post this URL for your general account. And then no matter what product you promote, you will be able to track sales for that without having to redo it all the time, okay? So let's head back into our main affiliate portal. At the top right here, we're gonna click on Global Postback. And then over here, we're gonna paste our global postback. And now this will apply the postback to all of our offers, okay? So we're gonna select URL here, click Save. Now, when we go back to our offer, okay, we have to refresh the page, scroll down, and you can now say use global postback, and that's gonna use the postback from your account. So you can delete that, click Save, and now it's gonna use the global postback that we have set up right here, okay? And just if we refresh, make sure that we saved it, make sure everything is working properly. It's all good, okay? So we successfully set up sales tracking on the MaxBounty side. Now we have to go back to ClickMagick. So we're gonna scroll back up to the top. Let's head over to links here. Let's click on our tracking link, Survey Taken US. We're gonna click this little wrench icon, click on Add Affiliate Click ID Parameter, and we will find MaxBounty again. So let's find MaxBounty right here, click on it, and boom. So what ClickMagick did is they automatically added this token and parameter to the end of our link. So we're gonna click on Save Changes, and we're pretty much good to go for the tracking, guys. So now let's just quickly test this, make sure that A, the link is working, and B, the sales tracking will work as well, okay? So I'll show you how to test both those things. So what we're gonna do is just click on this little magnifying glass here so we can preview the link. And here's the link, ta-da, perfect. So the link works, okay? Step one, perfect, we've set that up. Let's check if the sales tracking is gonna work. Now, obviously the best way to check it is actually sign up and test it and see if it works. But we can't do that because most of the time you're not allowed through the program terms. They don't allow you to kind of sign up under your own link, so don't do that. Instead, if you use this Chrome extension called Redirect Path, okay? So go into Google, type in Redirect Path Chrome extension, download it and install it on your browser, you will be able to see all the URLs that a person was taken through before landing on the final link. So as you can see, here's our tracking link, clkmg.com/Yvonne/survey taken. And then here is our actual affiliate offer, right? surveytaken.com. So if we click on the second option here, this is our MaxBounty link, right? This was our MaxBounty affiliate link, if you recall. It was right, well, it looks like it disappeared. Let's create it again, right there, okay? And if you go and look at the second part here, see it says S2 equals, and it gives you a number. So that S2, if you recall, we had here in ClickMagick. We have here S2, and then followed by click ID. So that click ID is like a ticket number, okay? That's gonna get passed through to MaxBounty, and then MaxBounty is gonna communicate back with ClickMagick. And so here, if you see a number here, that means you set it up successfully, that a ticket number was generated, because the ticket will be different every single time we open the page. So if you recall here, it was, 568, and over here, it's now 148, okay? So it's a different ticket number for every new person that visits the page, and we're gonna be able to track sales this way, okay? So that's perfect. We're good to go now. So we've found our offer, we've set up tracking for it. Now we're ready to start promoting it on Microsoft Ads, okay? So the fun part, the moment we've all been waiting for. So this is the link we'll be using, but let's head over into Microsoft. Here we are in our account. You might not see any campaigns. Again, these are all campaigns that we've created through the courses, through the different videos I've done. What we're gonna do though is click on Create Campaign. Then we're gonna click on Visits to my website, just the first option there. If you want more detail as to each of these options, guys, I invite you to check out my course on Microsoft Ads at ivanmana.com/all-courses. And this is going to be one of my 6 courses right now that I have that covers everything on Microsoft Ads in very thorough detail. So check that course out. In this video, I'm just going to go over the basics that you need to get this running, okay? So let's get started. So just to give you an idea, there are 3 layers in Microsoft Ads. For those of you that don't know, you have the campaign level, the ad group level, and the ad level. The campaign level is where you set your budget and your geographic targeting. The ad group level is where you set the keywords, which is the heart and the main part of your advertising. We'll get into that. The next part is the ads, where you actually create the ad copy, saying, hey, surveys here, click here, get started now, all that stuff, okay? So that being said, let's create our campaign name. So again, this is survey taken. And let's say US, just so we remember that this is only a US offer, okay? We don't want to forget that. Now, I do get questions sometimes, what is a good budget to start off with? There is no right answer. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know how much you're willing to spend, to invest, all that fun stuff. Right now, I spend anywhere from $50 to $100 a day on new campaigns to test them out. But that's because I'm comfortable with them. I know I have the budget for it, and I have experience figuring out what works and what doesn't. If this is your first time, if you're not sure at all what you're doing, I'm here to guide you, don't worry. But maybe you can start with anywhere from $1 to $10 a day. The more you spend, the more data you will get to determine what works and what doesn't. So if you spend $1 a day, it might take you a month before you start getting the same data that I would in a few days, okay? So that's the concept. The more you spend, the faster, the more data you get. So that's up to you to decide. If you're a complete beginner, you're not sure yet, trying to stretch your legs, $5 to $10 a day is good. Okay, so let's go, let's say 10, all right? You can change this at any time, by the way. You can pause your ads at any time. So it's not like you're now committed to spending $10 a day for the rest of your life, okay? You can pause this, you can reduce the budget, you can increase the budget, delete your campaigns any time you want, okay? No worries there. So where do you want your ads to appear? United States, right? That's the only location we are able to promote this. So I told you the 2 things you have to pay attention to when picking your campaign is make sure it allows search, and look at what, look at the description. Let me delete that. Look at the description, make sure what's asked of us, right? And the country allowed here is United States. So we're only gonna select United States here. You don't have to exclude anything because everything will be excluded automatically by selecting only the US. We're gonna select this first option here, we're gonna remove the second one, and we're gonna keep English. Again, if you want more detail as to what each of those mean exactly and how they work, check out my course. I go into that in a lot of detail. So let's click on save and go to next step. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, this is the fun part. This is the keyword part, okay? So let's go from the top. Enter your website URL. What is the website URL? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Our website URL is where we land on after clicking on this URL. So it's surveytaken.com. So we're going to copy it. We're going to paste it back here. You're asking, Yvonne, but I'm not going to get credit for taking people to surveytaken.com. I'm an affiliate. Yes, but we will address that later on when we get to the ad part. Don't worry. So now we have to enter an ad group name. Now, here's the idea with ad groups, guys. And I talk about this extensively in all my courses and my videos. What you want to do, what your goal is to have ad groups with tightly knit keywords. So that means, for example, anyone searching for stuff on how to make money online, you will have in one ad group. Anyone searching for customer surveys or make money doing surveys, you will have in a separate ad group, okay? So you will have all these different ad groups with all these different keywords. How many ad groups should you have? There is no right answer. The more you have, the better. The more tight-knit your keywords are, and the more you can speak to people with your ads. Another question you might be asking is, what's the point of having these ad groups with these tightly knit keywords? The point is that you can create ads that speak to these people specifically with the ad groups. For example, someone typing in make money online, if you have all these keywords, how to make money online, what is make money online, can I make money online? If you have all these keywords in one ad group, you will create ads for that ad group titled how to make money online. Hey guys, you want to make money online? Click here, okay? For another ad group of people asking for make money doing surveys, you will have an ad that says, hey, click here to make money doing surveys. So you're responding directly to the customer, and that's the point of why you want to have these distinct ad groups with very targeted keywords all together in one. Make sense? Okay. So let's get going. For the first one, I don't want to start with make money online. Let's do what this is, which is taking surveys. So let's look for people searching for, get paid doing surveys. So online surveys that actually pay, for example. Okay, so that could be it. So let's take a look at the keywords. We're gonna go here and we're gonna select. So real surveys that pay, legitimate survey companies. I mean, all of these are valid. Survey websites that pay instantly. Mailed surveys. I don't know, is this mailed, right? That's for us to figure out. I don't think this is mailed, right? This isn't mailed surveys. These are online surveys. So we're not gonna select mailed. Sure, daily surveys you can do. These are legitimate survey sites. So survey jobs that pay. So we can test it. I don't know if this is exact or not. Free online surveys. This is free. Okay, surveys that pay check. Okay, so for something like surveys that pay check, we have to see if they do pay by check, right? So I'm not sure. So we'll have to do research, maybe ask your manager or sign up yourself and find out yourself. Surveys that pay check. Survey companies taking surveys that pay. Okay, so these all roughly go into the same category, into the same ad group. Now, a way to check to make sure that you are selecting tightly knit keywords is by creating a hypothetical ad, okay, and asking, will this ad fit and talk to all these people with all these keywords? So if we create an ad, imagine in your head, you're going to create an ad that says surveys that pay instantly. Okay, imagine that's the headline of your ad. Will this ad talk to people that are asking for real surveys that pay? So someone that types in survey websites that pay, someone that's typing that into Bing right now, survey websites that pay. You have an ad that says surveys that pay instantly. Will someone click on that ad? I would say yes. Okay, I would say they're close enough that yes, people would click on that ad. So that's something for you to figure out. Whereas, for example, if someone's searching for mailed surveys that pay money and your ad says online surveys that pay money, they will not click because they're looking for mailed and you're offering online, right? You get the idea? So that's how you check to make sure that the keywords are relevant, okay, and belong to the same category. So we're gonna add it to a new ad group. So we have an unnamed ad group, we can add it here. And then we can rename this. So let's say online surveys that pay. So for some of these people, they're not searching for online surveys, right? And that's okay. Our ad can still say online surveys that pay, and it will qualify people. So people that are interested in online surveys, they will click, or at least want to find out more, all right? So we can do that. Best paid survey sites. So I'm looking for something to do with like get paid doing surveys. Here, best online survey jobs, legitimate surveys. So here we see also something pretty relevant to this ad group. So we can click here. Again, so I'm not sure about these keywords, right? You can look at the monthly searches here as well. By the way, I didn't quite cover it. You can disregard the monthly cost average per click, disregard this. You know, as you go through this, you can increase the bid, decrease the bid. This doesn't really matter. Sometimes, you know, it says 133, but I was able to pay 25 cents. So not always entirely like this is the only right number, okay? Legitimate surveys that pay cash. Okay, so yeah, again, I'm not sure if they pay cash, so I'm not gonna do it here. So actually, maybe we shouldn't select this ad group because I'm not sure. Get paid, best paying surveys, best surveys. Okay, so here, best paying surveys. So this one could probably fit into the same ad group that we just created right here. Best, okay, so what we can do now is we can say add to these ad groups and we can add it again to this ad group, right? And we're just adding it all here, okay? I was looking for something like, and you know, we can still type something in here like get paid for surveys and get some ideas. Because right now it's getting ideas from our website, okay? Okay, so let's leave it at that for now. Let's go with make money online. So people for searching for how to make money online, let's have that as a separate ad group. So I don't know what the 2 means there, but like make money online, look at that. It's got 12,000 monthly searches, which is a lot. So we can add all of these and we can add a new ad group, okay? So we're gonna add it to a new ad group and it's automatically labeled make money online. So people searching for how to make money online, we want them to see this page. This pop-up is really annoying. That says, you know, make money, make up to $40 an hour working from home. Okay, so let's look for other ones, other ideas. We just made changes, okay. Get paid today. So online surveys for money. Okay, so these kind of, let me see if they're similar to these keywords. So let's take a look. Survey sites. Yeah, so I mean survey sites, that means people are looking for something online. So we can probably add these here as well. Now, this is just doing research in the actual builder. If you want a thorough look at how to use the keyword planner, which is actually a tool that's gonna help you get more ideas, check that video out because I go in detail as to how to actually do keyword research as opposed to, you know, just using the tool here. But this is enough for us to get started. Top online service, yeah. So I mean, you know, we can go on for days. I just want to give you an example that you can go through all these categories and add them to existing options here. So we'll just add them here. You know, so all of these are fairly similar. Free surveys. So right now we're just trying to get some more ideas. So maybe best surveys to make money. Okay, so I don't think that should go here because this is more of a generic how to make money online group, but we could add it here into this one again. You know, best surveys to make money, so we can go in here. I think all of these are pretty good. Yeah, I think all of these are good, so we can select all of them except this one says UK. We don't want UK because our targeting is only US. Okay, so that one's good. We can add it to here. They're pretty similar. But if you want to separate them out and make like different ad groups for people searching for make money with surveys versus surveys that pay, you can do that too, right? There's no right answer. Let's see. Let's type in make money online and see the options that we get here. So work from home, that's pretty cool too. So online, work home, I don't know, kind of broad. Work home, like what do you mean by work home, right? Legitimate work home. But we can add it into a separate ad group and just test it out. So depending on your budget, if you have the budget to kind of experiment and test out and see if this keyword will yield results, you can certainly do that. Get paid work home. Okay, so work home surveys. Okay, so that's surveys, so I'm gonna leave that out for now. Opportunities, work home free. I don't know what they mean by that. Work home, okay. So these, I think we can add into a category of people looking to just work from home, right? So let's say work from home. Okay, and that's what you want to do. So you just want to go through this and kind of add all these keywords into the corresponding categories. Make money online instantly. Okay, probably not the best promise to show them that you're gonna get them money instantly. Best work home jobs. Okay, so here, work home jobs. These are good. I like these. Work home jobs, really. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. They're similar to work from home. Yeah, so we can add them to work from home category. Okay, so again, you can keep going on like this forever and just keep adding relevant keywords and categories. What I'm gonna do here though is one more thing. Let's just add one more ad group just to show you. So this one does allow brand bidding. Brand bidding means you are gonna be bidding on the keyword survey taken, for example, okay? So anyone searching for it, typing into Bing, survey taken, your ad will be eligible to show up because this company doesn't have it against their terms of use to not have it. Some companies do not allow brand bidding, like Apple, for example. If you're promoting Apple products, they don't allow you to use the keyword Apple because, hey, there's millions of searches for Apple, right? So that's easy money that they don't need advertisers for. People already know Apple. So in this case, this is a good opportunity for us because these are people that already know survey taken, right? So we can use that to our advantage. And we can promote to them. So we're gonna create a new ad group here and we're gonna call this survey taken. And here we can just, now, I don't wanna use broad match type, okay? So again, I go into this in detail in my course, but what I'm gonna do is I'll probably add a little plus sign, survey taken, and this means that this word, exactly as I wrote it, has to be present in the search term for my ads to show up. So it has to say survey taken. Normally with these other ad groups, like broad, these are broad. When there's no quotation marks or square brackets on either side, that means they're broad, and that means that anything closely, relevant to this online work from home, as Bing deems necessary, will trigger your ad to show up. So this is better if you have more so a bigger budget and you're able to experiment and play around with it. Okay. If you're more tight on budget, you would want to stick with exact match types and phrase match types. And let me show you a quick resource tool to help you get used to that. So if you use this tool called AdWords Wrapper, what you can do is you can add all your keywords here and they will automatically give you those same keywords, but as exact match types or phrase match types or all those other variations. So for example, let's suppose you are tight on budget and you don't have money to experiment. What you would then do is select all of these here. You would copy them, go back here, paste them here, click wrap keywords, scroll down a bit, and you will see all the different other match type variations of your keyword. So for example, here, this is exact match type, which means the user has to type in best work home jobs exactly in Bing search for your ad to show up. So if you're tight on budget, this is a better solution for you. And then if you're kind of in the middle ground, you want to really save your money, but at the same time, you're okay with a little experimentation, then you can go with phrase match type, which means these words have to be in the search term, but there could be words on either the, after this or before it. And then you have the modified broad match, which is different than broad. Broad match and broad are two different things. Broad match means that these words have to be in the search term, but they can be in any order. So if someone types in jobs, work, best, home, your ad will still show up for this keyword, right? Even though they're out of order. For phrase match type, that's not the case. These words have to be in order, and there could be words before and after, that's fine, but they have to be in order for it to show. So let's suppose you're really tight on budget. You're gonna either select that and copy it or just click copy here. Go back into Microsoft Ads, delete that, and paste all these here. Nope, it looks like it didn't do that. Let's try copy again. Okay, so that looks like that didn't work. I don't know why. Let's try it again. Okay, that worked. So you just had to copy, manually select copy. So I guess clicking copy doesn't work here. So just manually, right click, click copy and add it here. And now only if someone types in these keywords exactly, like I said, then your ads will show. So this is better if you're more tight on budget, okay? Now keep in mind though, however, with these exact match types, you're not gonna get as many clicks. Now, you're not gonna get as many impressions because someone typing in best work home jobs, the chances of them typing that in exactly are lower than them typing in something else. Like, what are the best jobs that I can do to work from home, for example, or whatever, right? Or home jobs, for example. If they type in home jobs and this is broad, your ad will show up. But if you make it exact, it will not. Okay, so just something for you to keep in mind that you won't get as many clicks. Okay, so I think we're good here. Let's click save and go to next step. And let's go ahead and actually create our ads now, okay? So we're gonna click create ad here for this category first. So our first ad is gonna be for the category called online surveys that pay. So our headline should say something like that, online surveys that pay. So the first thing we're gonna do is enter the final URL. Let's go from top to bottom. So we're gonna go here. This is the URL and we're gonna paste it here. Now, one thing I do like to do is make it capital letter, so survey taken, you know, capital S, capital T for title case. And then for headline 1, what I like to do is I like to talk to the people for this ad group. So these are people asking for online surveys that pay, real surveys that pay. So what we can do is say online surveys that pay, right? So we're giving people exactly what they're searching for. Now, one thing to note is that these are keywords. They're not search terms. So that's not what people are actually typing in. They could be typing in something close to this or relevant to this that's gonna trigger this keyword, okay? So it's not that someone will actually type this in all the time, only sometimes, okay? Just again, something for you to keep in mind. For title headline 2, I like to include a call to action. So click here, get started now, start now, get instant access, call now, stuff like that, okay? So in this case, this pop-up. In this case, what's the call to action? Start earning, right? So we could say sign up, maybe. Sign up and start earning now, okay? So that's our call to action. It's kind of prompting people to click, okay? So this so far looks like a good ad. Now, title part 3 is optional. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the amount of space that there is in the actual, you know, Bing.com. So for this one, we can do something like make money in 3 simple steps. So make money in 3 simple steps. So again, this part is optional. It will not always show up, but we can put it there just in case. Now for the path, we can also get a little more attention by typing in, keep on, maybe online survey, make money. Okay, so something like that just gets a little more attention. Ad text 1 is optional. So let's say make up to $40 an hour completing surveys from home. Okay, and let's say let's start by saying real online surveys where you can make up to $40 an hour. Let's say working from home, where you can make up to $14 an hour. No, okay. So we do have 15 characters left. We don't have to use it up. So ad text 2 is also optional. Okay, so we could say something here as well. Okay, so we could say complete these 3 easy steps and start making money from real online surveys today. Okay, so I have some call to actions here sprinkled. Start now, complete these. I have numbers here, 3, 40, 3, and I have ampersands, and, right, ampersand. So that just gets a little bit more attention. So I like including these things so they can just get a little more attention. Now, we do have to add a tracking template here, okay? So now this is where our Click Magic link comes in handy, because if we don't add this link here, we're not gonna get credit for the sale. So we have to use this link. We're gonna copy it and we're going to paste this link here, okay? Now, we can add something to the end of this link, something called tracking token. So like I said, you want to be able to see what keywords converted, what ad groups, what query strings, right, which is the search term that the user wrote, which one of those converted. So what we're going to do is head over here and type in Bing Ads tracking template. I'll put this link down below. It's going to be one of these. Let me see if I can quickly find it. It's going to be here. Again, I'll put the link in the description. And then here are all the available tokens that you would use. Okay, so I'll show you how this works. But basically, you would add these tokens to the end of your tracking link, and they will be replaced with the actual value. So for example, here we can say slash, and then in squiggly brackets, we could say keyword. Okay, and that's one of the tokens here. It's keyword. Let me show you where it is. It says keyword, you know, double dot default. You don't have to write default, so just keyword. You can just write that and it works fine. And that's going to give you the actual keyword that resulted in the click and then the sale. Now that we set up sales tracking, if you made sales. Now, another thing we might want to add is query string, which is what the user actually typed in. And query string is right here. Okay, so we can add that. So we can say slash squiggly brackets query string. Okay. Now we can add up to 5 sub IDs with ClickMagic. You can fit in several of these values into one sub ID. So for example, instead of a slash, I could say dash, but it's gonna make things a bit messy and it's unnecessary. So I think 5 is more than enough, okay? Now, another thing we can do is use another token called add group. So if we come up here, add group is gonna give us the name of the ad group that made the sale. Okay, so pretty cool. It just allows us to quickly determine which ad group is responsible for the click and the sale. Another thing we could say is network. So the network is gonna tell us whether it's owned and operated by Bing and AOL only, whether it's only the search partners or the audience network. Okay, so it'll give you an O, an S, or an A. And then we could say, for example, ad ID / ad ID to determine which exact ad generated the click and the sale. Okay, so the ad ID is here at the top, somewhere here. Let's see, where is it? Here, ad ID, okay, and that's gonna give you the ID of the ad. And I'll show you how that works in a second, and I'll show you where to find your ad ID in a second as well. What we're gonna do here quickly, let's click test, make sure it's working correctly. It might say tracking call unsuccessful, okay, and that's totally fine. Give it a second to load here, make sure it's... Oh, it's because they made the changes. Hopefully we don't have to redo the whole thing. Okay, we can maybe skip the test and just do it once we save it because I don't want to redo this whole thing. It might be because they made changes midway and we have to refresh the page. Let me quickly show you how it's going to work though. So if we copy this link, right, and we paste it here and go. So it took us to this page now, right, through our tracking link. Now if we go back to ClickMagic and we refresh this page and we click on this number here, we will see this was our latest click, right? These were the clicks before that, so disregard it. Our latest click is right here. And if we click on that, we will see all these values. Now, instead of saying keyword and query string and ad group, it's going to give you the actual, what the actual keyword was, what the actual query string was, the actual ad group, network, ad ID, and all that stuff that generated the click and eventually the sale. And over here you have, you know, your total number of clicks, your unique clicks, your bot clicks. We don't have any bots here yet. And then eventually sales. You're going to see sales right there once you make the sales, okay? It's stuck at a test. Let me save this before it gets deleted. Hopefully we don't have to refresh this. That would suck if we have to redo everything. Okay, but let's leave it at that. Let me try one more time and see if we can test it here. Okay, so we'll just have to test it after we save it. No big deal. But this would be your setup, okay? So let's go ahead and let's create one more variation. Oh my God, hopefully it's not. What are these guys doing? Okay, so it finally loaded. So what we're gonna do is we can copy ad to this ad group. We can make some changes, right? We're gonna run a little split test, and then we're gonna duplicate the ad to all the other ad groups, and then we're gonna change the headlines and maybe the call to actions. So this is you know, the exact same ad, but we're gonna change this up a little bit. Change up one thing at a time. Don't change everything, because then if you see results, you will not know which thing you changed caused that change in results. So change one thing, either this headline or the call to action or the, I wouldn't test these two things because they're optional. Sometimes they show, sometimes they don't. So you're much better off testing, I would say headline 1 and headline 2 are priority, and then description. Okay, you're much better off testing these two things. So let's maybe test this. Take real online surveys now. Maybe let's do that and see if that does better, right? So we can save that. So now what we can do is let's copy this ad to all other ad groups. We're gonna click here. So instead of saying online surveys that pay, these are people, look on the left-hand side, it says people looking for make money online, make money instantly. So we can say make money with surveys now. Okay, maybe make money online. Maybe let's see if we can fit in make money online. Now that doesn't work, but what we could try doing, make money online. Make money online with surveys. How about that? Let's see if that works. Okay, so make money online with surveys, right? Sign up and start earning. So people that are searching for, hey, how do I make money online? You're telling them, hey, make money online with surveys. So you're responding to what they're typing in and you give them what they want while promoting your own product. So we'll click save here, but let's copy this to this ad group as well. And let's edit this a little bit and make it a bit different. Make money online. Want to make money online now. Online now, okay? And like I said, we don't want to change, too many things at once because then we won't know what resulted in the sale. But in this case, it's a whole different beast. Like in this case, we're asking a question, so it's already completely different. So we could change the headline part too, because otherwise it doesn't make sense if we say sign up and start earning. So we want to say sign up and make money with surveys. What we can do is instead of doing that, we can say slash make money with surveys. Or we could say make money with surveys now. Okay. Well, let's say take surveys and make money now. Okay, that works. So take surveys, still a call to action. You're saying, hey, take the surveys, like click here. And make money now. So want to make money online now, take surveys and make money. I don't like the now, it's repetitive. Take surveys and make money. Okay. So that works, it's a little different. So let's do the same thing here. So this ad group is for people searching for best work from home jobs. So let's edit this and say or let's do the second variation is going to be the question, right? For this one, let's just do the actual thing. So best work from home jobs. Let's say we could say best work from home jobs, right? Speaking directly to what the people are typing in. But it seems a bit fishy just because anyone can say that they're the best. Literally anybody can say that. It's kind of subjective. So if you can't back a claim up, I would suggest not saying best or top or number one. It's like, well, where's the proof, right? Because anybody can say it. So I'm a bit hesitant to use this word here, but let's see. You could say easy work from home jobs, right? That works. Okay, so that's okay. Let's click save. Let's copy this ad. Let's go to edit, and let's say looking for work from home job. Looking for work from home job. Well, that doesn't sound like a question if it's just a statement. Need a work from home job. How about that? And then make money taking surveys now, right? So that works, right? Need a work from home job, make money taking surveys now. Okay, so let's do the last one thing. So this one is survey taken, so people that know survey taken already. So this is pretty simple. We can just say survey taken. So what I'm gonna do is hit Alt and add 0153 on my numpad, and that's gonna add a little trademark symbol to the ad to make it look a little bit more authentic, okay, and make it a bit more real. And then we can say survey taken online surveys. And we can say sign up and start earning now. That makes sense. If you don't have a Windows or you're not, or yeah, if you don't have a Windows or you're not sure how to add this, if you just go on Google and type in, trademark symbol, you can look at it and then just copy it and paste it here as well, and that will do the same thing. So there's that. Let's save that ad, and then let's duplicate this as well. So we're going to copy this ad. Let's click edit, and we can change this around a little bit. So we can say survey taken, and let's see, online surveys, survey taken. Well, let's leave that. Actually, I can't think of anything kind of better for the headline right now, but we could say make up to, $40 an hour taking surveys. Up to $14 an hour with surveys. Okay, that works. Or we can make it lowercase. Make up to $40 an hour with surveys. Yeah, that works, so we can save that. Just make sure everything is here, everything is filled out. We have the tracking template here, okay? Everything looks good. Scroll up, make sure it's good. So let's keep going. Okay, so site link extensions, I covered that in my course. I'm not gonna go through that now, or this video will be 2 hours long. But do check out my videos as well on Microsoft ads and all this stuff, and it just makes your ads stand out a little bit more. Or let me know in the comments if you want a specific video on that, and we can discuss that. So let's go to next step. So our budget here is just asking us to confirm, so it is $10. If you're tight on budget, select manual bid, which means you will be only paying as high as you indicated, not any more than that. And then over here, this is your bid. So you're willing to pay here, you're saying a maximum of $1.87 per click for this ad group, for keywords in this ad group, online surveys that pay. Now that's a bit much if your budget is $10, so you might not want to do that. So maybe, try adding 25 cents. And then we're going to copy this, Control C, and paste it everywhere here. So now our numbers have gone down. Our monthly impressions is pretty high and low monthly clicks, okay? These are just estimates, guys. These are not set in stone. If you are tight on budget, start out low, maybe even lower than 25 cents. Start with 10 cents, see how it goes. And if you're not getting enough clicks, then you can increase it slowly, right? That's the better approach rather than starting with $2 and then realizing that you're out of a budget for the next month because Microsoft Ads just spent everything. So if you're tight on budget, start low and then slowly increase the bid as you see that, hey, I'm not getting enough clicks, enough bids, I gotta increase it, okay? Let's say we wanna start with 25 cents. Let's click save. And there you go, it's refreshing Microsoft Ads, but thankfully we've set everything up. So now this ad is gonna be under review, right? This campaign's under review. But here it is, okay? And let's click on the ads. Let's take a look at the ads here. So let's do the test real quick, which we wanted to do just to make sure the tracking template and everything is working. So we're gonna select add URL options here again. Click test. It might say tracking call unsuccessful, as I said. And if you click here, as long as it says landing page found, you are good to go, guys. Don't worry that it says tracking call unsuccessful. Check out my video where I explain what that is. I'll put, the link above. Really no big deal. Your ads will still work and be fully operational as is, okay? So that's it. I mean, that's really pretty much it. We are good to go here. Let me know in the comments if you want any additional content for me to make along with either this video or a separate video, what network you want me to do, what products, anything like that. I'll be happy to do it. But let me quickly go over some other cases and examples of your ads where they might not be working. So sometimes, in my experiences, this doesn't happen with all MaxBounty products, but a handful of them. Sometimes what happens is it might say page not found, okay? And the reason for that is what I figured out is that the servers that Microsoft uses to test these URLs actually gives off a completely different URL or a URL that doesn't work. So I figured this out by talking to Microsoft reps. And, at some point 2 years ago or so, when I added a URL and I said, hey, here's the URL, everything works, what's going on? I contacted Microsoft reps and they said they're not seeing that URL. They're seeing something completely different, okay? So obviously it has to do with country, but it also has to do with the server location from where Microsoft is testing this. So there's not much you can do. If that's the case, if you get either a page not found or a final URL mismatch and you followed my instructions here correctly to the T, you followed it exactly as I show you here and it's still not working, then what I would suggest, contact Microsoft reps, tell them, hey, here's my tracking link, here's where it takes people to, here's what I said for my primary URL, please approve my ad. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna submit it for manual review and your ad will get approved. Okay, again, assuming your ad is valid, it's legitimate, not a scammy product, and B, assuming you did everything as I showed you how to do here, okay? So there's that. And that's really pretty much the only case I found was either it said final URL mismatch here when it wasn't, or page not found, okay? So it's one of those cases where for some reason the page Microsoft sees is different than the page you and I see. So click cancel. What I did want to show you is where to get the ad ID, remember? So in ClickMagick here, if you want to see which ad converted, so what you're gonna do is head over into columns, click on modify columns, and then you see the ad ID. Now I already have it added. In your case, you will not see it. So for ad ID, click on add, and you can drag it anywhere you want to here. So you can drag it up top, for example, right to the very top if you want. You can say save, and then this is, the name is default. I already have this, so it's gonna ask me to replace it. And then here's your ad ID, right? And again, you can rearrange this, you can put it wherever you want to, but here are the numbers. So in ClickMagick, right over here, instead of seeing ad ID, it's gonna give you the actual number of the ad. And then you're gonna come back here and you're gonna see, okay, you know, where is the number that matched, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's how you promote MaxBounty products on Microsoft or Bing ads, guys. Again, I hope this video was really helpful for you. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what network you want to see me do in the comments. If you haven't yet check out my Google ads video and my Facebook ads video on how to promote ClickBank and just affiliate products in general on Facebook and Google ads. I show you how to create a landing page, how to create an email autoresponder. We do everything from scratch as we did in this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.